Can I tell you guys what I'm most nervous about for the EWS yet, Paul?
You
Can I tell
can.
you?
You can,
Oh,
Josh.
all right.
Josh. Josh.
What I'm legitimately most nervous about, and you're gonna think I'm joking, but I'm not. It is not the difficulty of the course. It is not if I'm going to fall. It's that I am so pasty white that I know if I don't bring sunscreen, I'm gonna get toasted.
Is this white people problems? Is this like is that
Dude,
the meme?
you don't know my life. You don't know what I've been through. Do you know how much sunscreen my mom put on me as a child? I could never take those memories away.
The
Well,
thing,
before every clip, just put your arm in the frame so you can do your white balance off of that.
Yeah, that's basically how it works.
Hello, everyone, and welcome again to the Joey podcast with three Joeys who think they're hot stuff. That's
I
well
know I'm
written,
hot
guys.
stuff.
That's completely true. Heads up, this whole thing looks different. I'm hopeful that this is actually recording because Google Hangouts has screwed us over. Apparently, we were getting too popular, so they decided to take that away, and that's how we recorded everything last time. So we're going to roll with this one. Hopefully, it works out great. Now,
And all the people listening to the audio podcast are like, "It looks fine to me, boys."
4
now,
stars.
we are not the first ones to do a mountain bike podcast, nor are we the second, nor are we... Okay, you get the idea. But maybe we're in the top 100. Great number. Whoever put that on the prompter. Today on the show, as ever, I'm joined by my two YouTube friends. That's how we know each other. We have mountain bike YouTube channels. Let's go first with Josh, my Swedish friend.
Hello, everyone. I still don't think you understand. My skin basically glows in the dark.
Josh, let me try again. This is Josh, my Swedish friend.
Hello, everyone. I think you still don't realize my skin practically glows in the dark.
Okay, I was kind of hoping to get some sort of Swedish accent out of there, but I understand you're American.
I Swedish. I don't do Swedish. I do so many other accents. Like I'm just trying to like channel my inner PewDiePie, but he's so American now, basically.
He lives in England. Anyway.
That's America, isn't it?
Okay, and also joined by Sheyn.
I'm Sheyn, the Crushing Dead. Is that Swedish? I don't know what a
That's
Swedish
actually
accent.
Swedish English, which I guess would be Swid English.
I got it.
I get Swedish and French. Swede. I can do a really good Johan Borelli accent. I'm out with my dog Jackson, and I went on the trail. Oh yeah. Whoop. Oh, it was so fun.
And I have three balls.
Wow, that was actually very impressive, Josh.
Thank you.
I'm very pleased. Okay, so that's what everyone sounds like. Oh, my name's Paul as well, or Paul to translate
Paul?
for those.
My name is Paul.
Or Paul. Maybe we should do the whole thing in a Swedish accent for our Swedish fans.
They
Okay.
love that.
We'll start off with how we start off every single podcast because we're super professional.
Yeah, we are.
Last week's comments. Do we have a jingle for this, Shane?
It's last week's comments.
Perfect. Get ready to do that every week from now on. Now we had a fantastic debate that lasted all of about 9 minutes about are local bike shops dead? How did the clickbait do, guys? Did we do well with that one?
It did pretty good. I mean, our views were good. People responded.
People responded. That's for sure.
People listen, guys. Yeah, the first comment, Lewis. Oh my goodness,
Lewis F.
Lewis Figueredo. He said one of the local bike shops around here even promotes buy online, fit locally. Never had problems having my YT serviced anywhere. I like that. Buy online, fit locally. It's kind of like, hey, there's no experts over the internet that can help you and your dum-dumness fit in your bike. So come on down. I like that.
And that's what we said last week, if I remember right correctly.
Yeah, not bad. Also, so Nolan Ritter says whenever he gets stuck, he goes to his bike shop. He buys his bikes from his bike shop. And whenever he needs his brake split, he goes to his bike shop. I told him bleeding brakes are fun. Mr. Michael Cunningham V chimed in and said, your idea of fun and my idea of fun are completely different, but apparently he has SRAM brakes.
That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
SRAM brakes are not fun to bleed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they are fun to modulate. That's for sure.
No.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Thank you. Literally it's like, oh, this trail is really steep. Let's drop in. It's like, oh, there's
But
tram
would
users.
you take the gobble gobble or the the pull brakes work, the pull, oh my god, my brake's gone, the pull, my brakes work again, and we'll not talk about how that just suddenly stopped working.
It's so much better that way, right? Like that's mountain biking. Like it's like, I think I'm gonna die. Oh, I actually made it. Like I want my brakes to do the same thing.
But maybe they fixed that with the new ones. Who knows? I haven't
Maybe.
tried
I
them.
hope so.
I don't know. Well, so if you don't bleed your Shimano brakes regularly, then they do that. They did that to me on this last downhill race on Sunday. I will say that. Yeah.
Okay. Who else do we have? MTB Go. Oh, he told Shane to keep his shirt on, which I actually went back and checked, and I was like, I can't have left it in when Shane did take his shirt off.
Oh, you did leave it in?
No, I didn't. I went back and checked everything. No, so viewers or listeners, both of you, same apply. After we finished, we carried on talking, and I guess that was the Joey podcast after dark or something, because Shane decided to take his top off.
Do we need to have the Patreon and do like an uncensored Joey podcast where Shane's shirt is always off? I would buy into that. I'm just saying.
Please comment below. Yes, I will pay on the YouTube channel. Yes, I will pay if we get 30 completely dedicated potential Patreon people. We could start a Patreon. I'd do that for this. Like, how else are we meant to sell out as fast as possible if we're not
I will
making
take my
money?
shirt off so quick if that happens.
Well, the thing is we're all just, shirts up. That's all you see. But when it gets so hot and we're on this podcast, we do.
Oh my god! No. Get down.
It is so hot.
For listeners, Shane is doing, I guess, what newsreaders do, which is they only dress for the top half of the show, and the bottom half is something else. Please give us a 5-star review on Apple and a generous review for that show.
Hey, we never finished MTV Go's comment. He said higher price items have smaller margins in the bike shop. He said the smalls pay the bills. Bread and butter is service and online sales. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, because inner tubes, like they have like something like an 800% markup.
They're like $8. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And they buy them for like, I don't know if it's still the same, but it's like 99 cents.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Service.
We skipped our boy, Mr. BV, Brian Vaughn, fellow YouTuber.
Oh yeah.
He uses a company called VeloFix that has a traveling van to fix bikes.
Hold on. I'm going to have to edit this. I figured out what the problem is because I just heard Josh play back and I can hear myself playing back. Shane,
Yes?
I think it's your hat.
My hat?
Keeping your headphones off your ear. If you take your hat off.
No, headphones are completely on the ear.
But
Can you hear yourself?
I can hear myself. And that, wow, what a head of hair.
Can you hear yourself now?
Can I hear myself now? No, I can't hear myself. Josh?
Yeah.
Audio check?
Yes.
No, you got to say a lot of words to see if I can hear you.
A lot of words to see if I can hear you.
No. Yeah, Shane, I'm sorry.
It was the hat.
It was the hat. Because I've had it before where the hat like keeps the headphones just off the...
Just a slight bit.
Just a slight bit, yeah.
I literally can't take my hat off or else I lose money. Sorry, keep going.
There you go. That's why I'm not naked right now. Okay, Shane.
All right, we skipped our boy.
Wait a minute. Just makes it easier for editing if I can see a big gap in the sound. Okay. Go jump right back in.
Ooh, our fellow YouTuber, Brian Vaughn, has chimed in. We are famous now because Brian Vaughn is watching us or listening to us. He says, we have a company called VeloFix that has a traveling van to fix bikes and a physical location at local trail centers. You schedule an appointment, they come to you. That seems pretty innovative.
That's been going for a few years now.
Yeah, do they have those in Colorado, Shane?
Nope. At least not by me. Maybe in the Denver area, but not by me.
Yeah, they're franchises, so anyone can pick one up.
They saved my butt with a GoPro connector one day. I was very happy.
Oh, really? What happened?
Oh, it was the screw. Like I totally lost my screw and I didn't have an extra one. And I went over there and I was like, "Do you have one?" He's like, "Yeah, absolutely." And it wasn't a GoPro one, but it worked. It was awesome.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not bad.
Colin Bikeboy said, "Good Lord, 10 weeks of you guys talking bollocks. I have too much spare time. Keep it up."
Paul, can you translate what's a bollock?
It's what Johan Brody has 3 of.
Oh.
There you go.
Is it really?
Yeah, it really is. It
Oh,
really is.
wow. I did not know that.
Okay. Right. And MTB also commented mountain bike, which is great.
We appreciate that added SEO. Yep. And everybody's comments. So if you comment on the YouTube podcast, maybe we'll read your name and comment live on air next week, but not really live.
Recorded, but live right now. Like,
Yes,
it's live right now. We talk live. How can you not talk live? That's whoa. That's getting very meta right now. I think
You just talk dead.
All right, I'm gonna like jump right into where we rode this week because what some of you may not know is that Paul and I are participating in the EWS 100 this week, and I know for a fact Paul pre-rode some of the courses, and I cannot wait to hear Paul's thoughts on all these trails and how he thinks I'm gonna fare. Paul, how was your riding this week?
I only rode. Well, I did, but I didn't know they were on the course because the rules are, Joshua, and something I've been sticking very like must do this. The rules are that you're not allowed to practice them the week before. So they've announced the course now. So now you're not allowed to ride any of the trails. That happened on Saturday.
So there's no one like. So is there people like there telling you don't ride it, or is it just
No,
like a?
I think
Yeah,
this is where the self-governing of the EWS comes in, and the kind of the spirit of enduro. If you've ever heard that phrase,
yeah.
I'm sure there's a couple things like there's this one stage where there is a small section of flow trail called South Park. It's on the Creekside side.
Okay.
And like most of the time you wouldn't be able to get any. Oh no, they've built a new trail around it. So yeah, you can still keep off the race trails. But I rode Top of the World on Tuesday, which everyone knew that was already going to be a stage. But they've changed that now. They've put in a huge flow section.
Oh.
It's actually amazing. And it's taken away the truly difficult, not the truly difficult part. The hardest part of that stage is the first You've ridden Top of the World, right?
Yeah, the first section's not there.
The very first section is the hardest bit of Top of the World, up to the first fire road. Like that's the only bit that you're like, oh, this is quite hard.
Yeah.
Now and then there's another section with, one of the truly rocky sections. They've instead of going over that, it now goes down this new flow trail, which is kind of fun.
Oh wow!
And initially, I was like, oh. No, they got rid of the rocks. Oh, now I'm like, whoa, thank God they got rid of the rocks. I don't want to have to ride on this.
Now, Paul, just to clarify, are the bike park trails for the EWS, obviously those have to be open this week, right?
I mean, they're open, yeah, but if you're racing, you shouldn't be riding them.
Oh, really? So you would say like everybody else can ride those, but if you're doing the EWS, you should stay off those?
Yeah, because that's the rules as far as I read them. Yeah.
Dang.
So like that's why all the enduro guys are just riding like all the jump trails. they're not on the thing. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Paul, how are you feeling about the race?
Not great, Josh. Not great.
I know the answer, but I need you to share with our viewers.
Seems like my cross country fitness is completely irrelevant. Who would have thought? I feel like I've been quite lazy actually. But then is that just because, I mean, Sheyn, you've done like serious amounts of exercise and then I presume not done serious amounts of exercise straight after. Like, is it just because I did so much riding and now I've done nothing or done less in comparison that I feel like I've done nothing?
It just goes away so quick. The endurance part of it is just like you sit on your ass for 3 days and it's gone. And it's tough because like muscles you could build up and you keep your muscles and they might soften a little bit, but like just the endurance part of it, it's so fragile.
Yeah,
which kind of sucks.
Yeah, Josh seems to have struggles with the endurance part. He's like, oh my god.
Well, so there is a little bit of like muscle memory where you keep your base and you can still like suffer. You might suffer more, but you still have that base.
I think it's all strength. I don't have any strength. That's the thing I'm most worried about. Like it's funny, I did track walk one of the stages today. That's the double black potential death stage.
Yeah, and you have to preface it with that. Like a Whistler double black is far different than other ones.
Yeah, it's like I've been to a lot of places apart from like let's say New Zealand or something like that, or the Alps. Like if you have a double black here, it's like it's going to be very, very difficult. It's not just like ooh, and then you'll probably get loads of camera effect or whatever. But yeah, I noticed that when I was walking up the hill, I wasn't out of breath, but the two I was with, they were out of breath, and I was like, oh, maybe I have fitness. But then we came down and they'd recovered, and I was like, oh, this is all just strength. Like that's what this is about. And then look at my puny arms. Like there's nothing. So I think that might be a problem. But I'm going to service my forks again. Like, they seem like, I don't know. I did check with someone that knows, and they're like, oh yeah, in the summer with all the dust, you need to service your forks more regularly. Especially, I guess I ride a lot more than most. So
yeah, two things. One, I haven't serviced my suspension since I got my bike. But the second thing is if you have not raced, then you do not understand. Like endurance is everything with racing. Like in a 6-minute stage, you can think like, oh, I can ride down a normal trail that's 6 minute long, like no problem. Yeah, but you take breaks or you're not thinking about going fast. Like the second you want to go fast and do well, like a minute in, you're like, I would rather die right now. This feels awful. That's a challenge of racing for you.
Yeah, I mean, there's not on this stage we walked Sheyn. It's like,
what was that a frog?
Sorry, I was
step on a frog?
Channeling my inner Paul. Sorry, guys.
That's so true. Sorry, Josh. This is so deep into the podcast. I can't edit that out. But this
no, keep it, dude. I love it.
Was that real?
Yeah.
Sheyn?
I had to add to the ambiance.
We're dads, man. We can fart on command. Anyway.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, Sheyn, this is like this first stage. The funniest thing is, do you know what's going to be the worst thing about the first stage? It's not that it's like a gnarly trail, like from the get-go on the start of the day. It's that there's so many bugs at the top of the trail.
Oh,
like
that's
Josh,
the worst.
You don't even like, no one even knows unless they go there. Like we got swarmed. Like I posted some Insta stories today. I could barely get my phone out and talk because we were getting swarmed with so many flies.
Oh, that
It
sucks.
was that bad. And we'll have to, I don't know how long we'll get to wait at the top of each stage, right? But like that could be the undoing of everyone.
Were the flies biting, or are they just flies?
There's horse flies. There are 4 horse flies up there.
Oh,
We couldn't figure it out. We thought they were just normal flies, right? But
Yeah.
who knows? Perhaps
Now, one question too, Paul. And once again, I hate to ask all these questions, but I think it's interesting for people. We race at the same time as the professional EWS. Do they stage us for? Oh, they do, because we go as the slow group, right?
Yeah, I think we'll be first, and then they get the grand finale. So I don't know what time we'll have to start. That's the other thing that could be a bit annoying. Like, what if we start at 7 a.m. or something?
Well, 8 is the earliest. Maybe that's us.
Oh yeah, it probably will be. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be really gnarly, and it's also going to rain. So I'm kind of I'll race that. So there's one stage that's from the top of the mountain to the bottom. It's massive, longest enduro race stage in the world. I would maybe guess
It's like 20 minutes.
for the pros.
Oh gosh!
Yeah,
Imagine 25 minutes nonstop of riding, and you're trying to go at a race pace.
it'd be like 30 to 40.
Yeah, I think we'd be looking at more like that. Do you know
Really?
what? When I'm not talking, and you guys you guys talk amongst yourselves quickly about it. I'll go and find a time.
Okay.
He's going to find a time.
Yeah, like I think about how many breaks we take on Whistler. I mean, for Shane, for you, it's just like any downhill park. Like your body just can't take it after a while. It's just so much thrashing.
Oh yeah, or even just like stopping to dink around on something. Like you get breaks.
Yeah. And like you slow down for things and be like, oh, let's look at that first, versus like, nope, just gotta go open throttle.
Well, and if it was like, so I did watch a little bit of the downhill, whatever the downhill thing was this last time that one dude won and the other dude lost. But
that's all downhill races. Good job,
yeah,
Shane.
but I mean, so like they're only racing for 3 or 4 minutes,
Yeah.
and that's a huge workout in and of itself. I mean, just enduro, 20-minute stage for the pros. I can't even imagine.
Tell me it's like 20. I would think what? I'm going to say it's 26 for the EWS 100 people. We'll see.
Okay, 26 or 30,
Maybe.
Well, no one's really done that stage, right?
Yeah.
That's 2020.
Oh.
Oh, bless
Bless
you.
you.
Great content as ever.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Sneezing Podcast and other bodily noises
And
presented by these guys.
Okay, Paul, while you find out how long it takes the average duck to go down from the top of the world to the bottom at Whistler, my riding this week was pretty lame. I just went to the pump track. It's sometimes life gets too busy and you want to hit the trails, but instead you just do some laps at the pump track, which I will say is an amazing workout. I get so sore from going to the pump track and just really going for it. Do you have pump tracks by you, Shane?
Yeah, I got some pump tracks, and heck, I love them, man. They do give you a huge workout. But I don't know if I have like legit pump tracks.
Sure.
You probably have pretty good legit ones.
Well, we just have one, but more are coming. Paul, does Squamish have a pump track?
It's being built.
Yeah.
As I speak.
Cool. Shane, what'd you do this week for riding?
Oh, well, so I only rode on the weekend, but I got in quite a bit of riding. I was pretty stoked on. I had a friend say, hey, come to it's in Utah somewhere by the Bears Ears Monument in these mountains. Say, hey, there's a 2-day enduro, 3 stages. They shuttle you up there and we race down enduro. I was like, oh, cool. We get to shuttle.
Wait. Yeah, I was going to say, it's not an enduro if they shuttle you. Keep going.
I know, right? So it's the Abajo Enduro in those mountains. And apparently they have to shuttle you because it's out in the middle of freaking nowhere. So they shuttle you, and I get to there. And I'm like, okay, we get out, and we have to climb, 2,000 feet in a mile. Like, okay, so it did end up being, like, they shuttle us to the middle of nowhere. We climb up, descend down. And I think I realized at this enduro, because it's my second enduro race, that enduro racing on the way down isn't really downhill. They say the ups aren't timed and the downs are timed, but it's not like downhill racing. It was like pedal, climb, a little bit of pedal, climb, a bunch of trees that are super close to my handlebars. I have no idea how to ride, and a bunch of dirt and like loam. I guess I got some more real loam this time, but oh man, I had a blast. But the thing is, so we didn't have any categories. It was just, hey, everybody's in a category. No pros, no amateur, no vet, no nothing.
That's never good.
Yeah. So I overall, okay, so these stages.
You got passed, didn't you?
Yeah, I got passed. It was crazy. Well, so they seeded you after the first stage.
Yeah.
But the stage is like, so stage 1 is like 10 miles down. Stage 2 is 8 miles down. Stage 3 was
kilometers.
Almost 6 miles down. Like,
that's how long?
Long stage. Yeah, like I had a 20-minute stage, another 20-minute stage, and then like 15-minute stage. It was
that's long
stages.
That's a lot.
It was real good. I ended up so I'd really just, for me, what I've learned is it's all about not crashing, because crashing is slow and it will give you technicals that make it so you can't finish the race.
Shane, I'm kind of mad because that's my racing strategy for the EWS, but keep going.
Just giving it away. Well, so I hadn't ever ridden these trails before, so I rode it all blind. So I was just kind of like, I'm here to have fun. I love the racing camaraderie and everything. So I just took it easy. But I ended up 27th out of 38 with pros in there and everybody.
So it was 38 people total.
Yeah, 38 men total.
Yeah.
I was 27th. I don't know, if you split that in half, I probably would have been, like, if you split it in half and the top half are pro and the bottom half are am, I probably would have been like 8th or 9th, but
mid-pack.
Mid-pack. That's where I'll sit. But no, I was just super happy to not crash, not have any mechanicals. I had only one other YouTuber there, Mr. Minor Biker, and he passed me, and then I passed him because he had a flat, and then like another stage he passed me again, and he got another flat, and I passed him again. It's just like, man,
gosh.
people that are riding hard, riding blind, getting
Nothing-
flats.
Nothing slower than a flat tire,
Yeah.
as they say.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've just checked, Josh,
Yeah.
and we could expect maybe 26 to 28 minutes.
Oh, that's what I predicted.
Yeah, you were right on.
Yeah. But still, 26 minutes. Oh, that's going to be insane.
Yeah, and there's one punchy climb in it. They've managed to sneak it in. You go up to this trail called Little Alder, which you probably have no idea where that is. No, it's like it's a punch, but it's like it's probably the only time where you have to be like on the gas.
Well, you kind of get a break, but not really.
Are you just looking at the profile?
No, I know. I'm.
Oh, you know it. Okay.
I know that bit of the trail. So,
I say profiles are super deceiving.
oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, tell me about it. The BC bike race is like, oh okay, so at this point everything's going to go down. Nope. Nope. It's going to carry on going up, but we'll explain with physics later on.
All right, Shane. So you had your enduro. It ended well. It sounded like.
Yeah, I did pretty well, and then so that was Friday and Saturday for the enduro. I slept in my car camping, and then Sunday I came back to my hometown and decided to go up and do the downhill race. Downhill race number 2 in a series of 4 at Powderhorn.
Dang.
And right before I was dropping in, getting ready to go, whatever. Still, I want to play it safe, but one of our really good family friends, she crashed on the trail to the point where they had to take like a gurney down to her.
Oh.
So we were like all sitting up there freaking out because they had no idea what was wrong with her. And we all thought, we recently had a friend have a spinal cord injury, he's in a wheelchair. So we're all thinking the worst, and I'm getting all sick to my stomach. But turns out it was just a knee. She's all good. Well, it's pretty bad, but she's not paralyzed or anything. So then I drop in, and I literally just take it super easy, coasting and pumping, no big deal. And second run, I cut off like 40 seconds off my time. But I still came in last. I think it was like 9th or 10th. But if I would have, yeah, top 10. If I would have pushed it on the first run and nothing happened, I probably maybe would have got like 8th or 9th. I don't do super well on these races, but yeah, they're so fun. Even though I'm not doing well, I'm signing up for everything I can.
How far?
I'm very impressed actually that you've done 2 races in a week. That's very impressive.
Yeah, good on you. Now, Shane, I got to ask, because I know you're not slow. How far off were you from like first place? Like 20 seconds?
It's about 30 to 40.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So if you were to take my fastest run, it might be 40 seconds. So on a 7-minute run. Yeah.
So for everybody at home listening or watching, like a 7-minute run, 40 seconds. If you're riding with your normal buddies, they're going to be with you the whole time. If you take a break, or even if you're waiting at the bottom, like that's not slow. So last place is not last, right? Like,
well, I'm kind of challenging myself on the Smuggler.
Yeah,
the 115 mil travel bike.
The downcountry bike. Come on.
Oh man, I hate calling it downcountry.
No,
and yet
that's not a thing.
And that's exactly what it is.
It's the trail bike.
Okay. Paul, you can have your preferences, but they're wrong. I just want to let you know
that. Very good. Now, there's only one section that's going to come up next.
Well, we got to get into the meat of this, because this is going to be a great show. So let's go.
Do you know what the best thing is? I've just looked to my right and found another contender. That's what I like. But let's have that beautiful intro melody.
Is it you? Is it me? It's the Joey of the week.
It never gets old. It just gets better every time.
The extended version. Also with a capo, I see.
Yes. I was thinking that we probably should have done the Where Did We Ride last week with Josh last to segue that into Joey of the Week. Because riding, that's totally Joey move.
Dude, not riding on a trail, like there's nothing more Joey than not riding your bike. Like, what an idiot, right? Like,
There is this YouTube channel where this guy encourages you to ride your bike every day.
What's it called?
Daily MTB ride.
Oh, that's a.
Hey,
Who
gosh.
has the time to ride their bike every day? Does he meet on a trail? That guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
Everybody, don't worry. I do ride my bike almost every day. Not quite every day, but almost every day. I just don't trail ride every day.
And also, the almost daily MTB rider would be quite a long name to call a YouTube channel as well.
Monthly MTB rider.
That's going to be, once I get so big that I can make a secondary channel for all the filler content, it's going to be almost daily MTB rider. People are going to
Nice.
love it.
The Weekend Warrior daily MTB rider.
There we go. There we go.
But
All right,
anyway,
listener nominations. Do we have any listener nominations on YouTube comments?
well, first of all, we must ask the question: who, what, when? Aaron Gwynn.
Aaron Gwynn.
Paul, what did Aaron Gwynn do this week?
Yeah, because we don't know.
Well, he's out, isn't he? He's not doing anything, which
He's
is
dead?
It's just super. No, he's not dead.
Oh,
It's a
phew.
super Joe move. He's a professional racer, and he's not professionally racing, is he? Because he's injured.
He's
Hit
pulled the
shoulder.
same joy move that Josh has pulled.
Yes, the classic. I think he's injured both shoulders, which is kind of heartbreaking for him. For us, we couldn't care less, but for him, he's having a bad day.
Yeah.
So, what are the nominations?
Well, I'm going to read Mr. Alan Turner's. He ran into a father and son at his local bike park that were looking for blue trails. They couldn't find blue trails anywhere. And I guess it turns out they were literally looking for blue trails, like on the ground, blue trails. When he told me, he said, it's all of these trails that have the sign with the little blue square.
That's
Yeah.
pretty next level.
Pretty Joey move right there.
There aren't blue trees. There aren't blue shrubs, guys. Like, you have to use your brain a little bit.
Oh, you know, on my green trails video, I did have a couple of comments, which was, "Oh, I thought the trails were actually going to be green."
No way.
Yeah. Oh, like
Well,
more than
you
one-
had that
more than
in
one.
your thumbnail, right? It was like
Great
green.
thumbnail. Incredible thumbnail. Probably the best I'll ever make. I'll never
Oh,
beat
yeah.
it.
It's all downhill from here.
Paul, do you have a
Literally all downhill.
self-nominated Joey of the Week? Because I might have one for you.
I mean, what haven't I done this week? I guess. Well, I didn't realize how often you needed to service suspension. That's something that's new.
What, 40 hours of riding? Is that
Yeah,
right?
I guess
Yeah.
I must have done 40 hours of riding in.
Wow.
Yeah. in this, but I don't. What have I done this week? I don't think I've done much that.
Well,
You
you
would
signed
know.
up for a race
Oh, yeah.
that you are now contemplating not participating in. That's a pretty Joey move, to sign up for a race
Boom.
and then go and look at the course and go, you know what? I am not at a point in my life where I should be riding this. Now,
No. It's not about the course now. Now I was like, I actually track walked today. I was like, oh, actually, this isn't as bad as I thought it could be. It's the rain.
oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
that's the true determining factor.
And I will not deny, like, it will be terrible in the rain. Like, I will not deny that. But I will say, signing up for a race and getting a little spooked by the rain, I might call that a Joey move.
I would say that would be an intelligent, self-employed move.
This is maybe a move that I, as a dad, might make.
So my nomination, gents, is oh, you can't actually see, but the viewers at home can see. I've just looked over, and my roommate Brig has
Brig.
put a saddlebag on his dropper, but he's got it front facing.
What?
What?
You can imagine this.
Oh, is
so-
that so that when you drop it, it doesn't hit the wheel?
Yeah, but it looks ridiculous.
That's not a saddle bag. That's a saddle sack. 'Cause that's
It is. It's a saddle sack.
That's kind of a hack, wouldn't
It's
you
not a
say?
life hack. Hang on, I'll send you.
no.
Oh, no,
it
it's a
is-
bodge.
No, that is a life
That's the
hack.
wrong show. For fuck's sake,
Yeah.
Shane. We're not-
No, that's a life hack because if anybody watches William Osmond, he talks about how life hacks are just pointless things no one would ever actually do, and that is a pointless thing no one would do.
Okay. Hey, I'll send you both a picture in the group.
Sweet.
You can see it.
Awesome.
There we go.
Are we supposed to talk right now to fill the void?
Yeah, keep chatting.
Yes.
Phil.
Well, okay. So we do have
I'd say
another
that's a pretty Joey move.
that is a Joey move. We do have another listener nomination from our friend Brennan tuning his guitar, which is says his Joey is
that
the
a
Joey
joke?
of the week.
That's not a joke.
He was doing the 30-day bike challenge through Pink Bike this month. He made it 29 rides without an issue, but on the last day, he forgot his extra socks to ride with from work. So he rode his clipless shoes without socks. Now, is it the clipless shoes or is it the without socks
It's the
Joey
without
move?
socks. But
Yeah.
what I enjoy from this particular comment is that he says, "I forgot extra sock." I assume he's Swedish, and I just love the idea. He's like, my job. I only get one of my socks dirty, so I just need to bring an extra one. I wonder what he does.
You know, I have ridden out of a trail with one less sock before, if you know what I mean.
We've talked about. Wait, have we talked about this before? Yeah.
Not on the podcast. That's like find
That's-
some.
Oh my
That's a
God.
life hack.
Hold
That's a
on.
life hack.
What's the clickbait from this episode going to be? Should we do bike
No
hacks?
idea.
Should we do bike hacks? 10
Dude,
bike
bike
hacks that everyone needs to know. Okay, we'll come up
No,
with 10.
that
And
would
then
be
just
a-
like
that would be a
hold
great
up a
show.
sock. Hold up a sock with poo on it.
Okay, right. We'll save that for the end. That's officially the end segment. Wait, did you guys think of clickbait already?
No, this week
okay,
we're doing Would You
there
Rather.
we go. And as you can tell, everyone, this is how we come up with all our great ideas.
We're doing Would You Rather, Paul, but maybe there will be clickbait in that.
Oh crap! Yeah, that is okay.
Yeah.
I'm so
Crap,
sorry.
yeah.
Next week. Okay, if you subscribe, tell a friend.
Comment, leave us a 5-star review, and tell your sponsors.
And tell your sponsors.
Yeah, tell people to sponsor us.
Oh yeah. Tell if you're the like offspring of a CEO of a very big company, put us in touch. We need money. Always.
Brought to you by Charmin Toilet Paper.
Totally would accept that sponsorship. Okay.
Okay. We are so organized and professional. We need to finish up our Joey of the Week segment before we move on.
Yeah.
So who gets the Joey of the Week? Is it the Blue Trails?
Blue Trails.
Is it the
Without
Sockless?
Blue Trails, without question.
Yeah. That's the definition of Joey. Yeah.
That is pretty awesome. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Alan Turner, thank you so much for the nomination. Thank you so much for all your comments and your Joey of the Week comments. Please keep them coming, and please keep those 5-star ratings coming as well. Moving on.
Yes.
What are we moving on to? So last week we talked about last
would you rather?
week.
Would you rather?
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, Alan Turner on the previous episode before that, he gave us his riding with flip-flops on a DH bike story, which kind of spawned into a Would You Rather. So we asked for comments, and you guys delivered.
In
And
your
Mr.
droves. In
Yes.
droves.
Oh my goodness. We're going to start off with Flatwoods MTB. He said, would you rather use toe clips or ride flats in dollar store styrofoam flip-flops?
I
So-
just
sorry.
want to say, before we jump into this, I am so excited for all of these. So,
They're amazing.
yeah, my answer is so easy. 100% toe clips. I would way rather be totally connected to the bike, even if it means I could break my ankles, than have flip-flops.
Yeah, toe clips for me, easy.
Toe clips.
That's an easy one.
Oh, wait. With the big giant-ass pedals I use, I probably could get away with flip-flops. So I'm going to say flip-flops.
There's no
Yes.
way. You die.
Yes.
You die.
Your poor feet, dude. Like that, I cannot imagine.
Oh, I love. Is that another fart?
Shane,
We have a theme.
quit blowing your butt trumpet. This isn't a musical. So flip flops, obvious fail moment. All right, next up, Jake, and he says how to pronounce this last name, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to read it like I didn't know it. It's James Rahenkamp. He says it's the rain camp, but Rahenkamp says, would you rather ride a 26-inch downhill bike or ride a 29-inch hardtail at Whistler?
26-inch downhill bike, quite easy.
I'd
Shane?
take the DH bike. Yeah.
Yeah, I have ridden my 29-inch hardtail at Whistler, and I would for sure take a DH bike because at Whistler, if you haven't ridden a DH bike, like for me, it's like drugs. Like I know if I ride it too much, I'll get addicted. Like DH bikes they're designed for downhill parks. It's simple as that.
Is what it says on the tin. Ethan Becker. He's put in quite a few. How many?
Yeah,
he's
this is
put in
good.
like he's put in. Oh, we're gonna do them all. We'll do rapid fire.
Why not? Yeah, rapid fire.
Okay. Would you rather ride a short travel hardtail for the rest of your life? Oh wait, no, it's. Oh,
It's
hold
one.
on. It's one.
Yep. Would you rather ride a hardtail for the rest of your life, short travel, or an XC bike, or a DJ, or a 26-inch downhill bike for the rest of your life?
Cross country bike or down
Hard-
country, as I would
Don't.
definitely say.
No, this would be XC.
Okay, well
Yeah.
this still counts. Yeah,
90 mil in the rear and 100 up front.
And it would be like a
Super
32
steep.
step cast. Yeah,
Yeah, super steep head tube angle.
not your cross country bike.
Pretty sure I'd have to ride the Scott cross country bike, which is that one up there.
Okay, Paul, shut your mouth. Okay, just play the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the cross country bike. I miss
Oh
riding
my
my cross country bike already.
Why are you on this podcast? You're dead to me.
No,
I would 100% take the short travel hardtail, and that should surprise no one. Mainly because downhill bikes are great for downhill parks, but for every other trail, it's a killer to push those things up. So yeah, I'll go with the hardtail.
I'm going to go with the 26-inch DH bike for the rest of my life because I would totally move to a bike park and just ride at the bike park.
Well, although a part of me does wonder about riding the dirt jumper for the rest of my life, because then nothing would ever go wrong on a bike, would it? Because dirt jumpers, nothing ever goes wrong.
No mechanicals. Yeah, it's true.
So like 2 settings for the fork.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Contentious.
that was good.
That was a good one. Okay, next one.
Two-
Shanae.
Oh yeah.
Mr. 2Z MTNs says, would you rather go back to riding with rim brakes or go back to fully rigid bikes with 2.1-inch tires?
This is a tough. So then the rigid bike would have. So it would be a new rigid bike
With disc brakes.
Yeah, nice disc brakes and nice drivetrain.
Or your trail bike, enduro bike with rim brakes.
I think I'd take the fully rigid because nothing beats good brakes.
Really?
Yeah, I think I would take my trail bike with rim brakes.
Yeah, I would for sure take the rim brakes. They're
'Cause when-
terrible, but
Yeah.
suspension is king, man.
When the Shimano's fade, you might as well be on rim brakes anyway.
Oh, come on.
Hey, I love my Shimano's. I just need to service them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rim brakes
Michael-
for sure.
Josh. Okay.
Michael Cunningham the fifth. Or the sixth? No, it's the fifth. Michael Cunningham. Would you rather be joy of the week for the whole year? I'm on track. Or not touch any bike for a whole month? No riding, no nothing.
No, needless to say, I'd take the Jerry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally Joey of the week.
Oh gosh.
Joey of the year.
I live in Joy of the Year, so yeah, not riding a bike for a whole month, and that's the thing, if you're busy and you can't ride your bike for a month, that's one thing. But if someone tells you you can't ride your bike for a month, that would be terrible.
That'd be a nightmare. I'm going to skip this one because I want to read the next person because he has the best name in the world. Adam Van Winkle.
Van Winkle.
That's good.
Van Winkle. I hope he's German because then that would make sense. But I imagine he's Dutch because of the van blah, blah, blah. Would you rather go back to 3x9 drivetrains, no clutch on the mech, or go back to mechanical disc brakes, apart from Avid BB7s because they actually worked?
This brought to you by Avid.
Well, I want to hear what you two say before I give my answer because I actually don't think this is a good question personally.
I think it's very hard because they're so marginal.
I'd go back to the mechanical disc brakes because I rode those for my first year and a half and they were just fine.
Yeah, that's my thought exactly.
I go to the 3x9.
Paul, you love your brakes.
You like your brakes.
I love brakes. They're great.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Paul, your new nickname for our podcast is going to be what James Mays is on Top Gear. You're going to be Captain Slow with how much you love your brakes.
Amazing. Hey, do you want to know a fun fact? This is a genuine fun fact. I went to the same university as James May.
You did?
I did the same degree as James May. And I was in the same college, which is how our university was grouped, as James May.
And you are just as successful.
I was just going to say, then what went wrong with you, Paul?
He had a few years on me. Okay.
Yeah. Well, seriously, wait.
Mr.
Wait. Mechanical brakes are so, if they're disc, are so good. Paul, when was the last time you rode mechanical disc brakes?
Never, because they're so bad.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Franklin Stark chimed in and said, "Would you rather have grips for pedals or pedals for grips?" Oh, totally.
That's a great would you rather. That's how
That's
you do
a-
it.
That is a beautiful, that's hard.
I mean, my hands. I got to keep my hands good. I would do the grips for pedals because I don't want those pins in my hands.
Oh,
Yeah, I take, I guess, the grips for the pedals.
That'd be so hard to ride.
I would take pedals
best.
for grips. I would take pedals for grips easy.
What? How?
Yeah,
But,
I'm looking at my pedals, and it's like, you know what? With a good pair of gloves on, gardening gloves, Shane. I think I could better feel secure on my bike. Because think about it, you weight your legs more than your hands, right?
How would you hold on to them though?
I feel like I need to create this IRL so that people can see the difference. That's a good one.
that sounds like a nightmare. Sounds like a
All right,
And
Stephen Beaven. What a name.
That's Stephen Beaven.
Stephen Beaven.
I'm pretty sure wouldn't it be Bevan?
No, it's Stephen Beaven. That made my day.
Stephen, we're so sorry.
All right. Would you rather only ride tech trails for the rest of your life or flow trails? Shane is going to say tech trails because that's all he rides.
Heck yes.
Paul is going to say, I don't know.
Paul's
I was
gonna
gonna say
tech-
flow trails.
Paul's going to say tech trails.
Yeah.
What?
That's all he rides.
Paul?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Anytime there's a rock in the trail, you're like, "Oh, this isn't a real trail."
No, that's just where you live. The technical trails where I live are
Are
great.
slabs. Yeah.
Okay.
I would pick tech trails, but I don't know. I love them all. They're all my children. Yeah, I'd go with tech trails.
Josh, okay. I was like, please don't sit on the fence. This is a do or die. You must choose.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take the tech.
Okay, nice. Oh, this is the hardest one. Thank God I'm reading it.
Wait. Shane, thanks for bringing back eating on camera.
Oh,
the
that
popsicles.
stupid meme.
Popsicles, man.
That's not a
My wife
popsicle.
just-
That's
yeah,
an
my
otter
wife just-
pop. Don't lie to me.
Oh,
You
brought
got
to you
two.
by Otter Pops.
Now we're talking. Otter Pops. Hit
Crashing
us
Mom
up.
just made a delivery.
Okay. Maxwell Schaefer said, would you rather mountain bike without a helmet or without shoes and knee pads?
Oh.
Oh, without a helmet, without for sure. Like
Barefoot or without mountain biking shoes?
yeah, I would say without a
barefoot.
helmet because if I didn't have shoes on, and I would be dead. Like I would for sure do no helmet and risk death.
That's a tricky one. It's funny that he put shoes and knee pads. Like that's a weird combination to.
I could go without knee pads.
Well, Paul's a cross country racer, so he does that anyway.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. I'd love to go. I love riding without knee pads. When was the last time you guys rode without knee pads? It's incredible. Don't tell
Yeah, it
anyone.
is. It's
No.
so freeing.
Well, riding without a
So
chamois
freeing.
is freeing. Riding
Yeah.
without knee pads
No,
is
it's not.
dumb.
No.
Okay, can I take carpet or something fuzzy and put it on my pedals?
Well, they didn't say you couldn't.
No.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, flip flops. They're not shoes. Does that count?
Oh, I'll take the
Or-
flip flops.
I honestly don't know. I mean, if you're actually going to be mountain biking, there's no way I would ride without a helmet. So,
I would go with no helmet for sure.
okay.
All right. Crazy Bacon 996 says, would you rather do a 1,000-foot climb on a downhill bike or race an XC bike down a pro line trail?
Ooh.
Good.
And let's say it's pro tech and pro jump. Like it has a little of both.
Ooh.
I think I take downhill bike because if you're doing 1,000 foot up, then you're going to have 1,000 foot down.
But you have to climb. Like you can't hike it.
Have
Oh,
to
yeah.
pedal.
Yeah, I definitely take that. I mean, although I would arguably, there's probably one double black trail I would ride my cross country bike on. But
Only one?
well, yeah, because I live in Squamish and it's legit double black over here.
Oh, it's legit.
Legit.
I could not
Real
ride
trail.
my XT bike on these legitimate trails. You peasants would not understand.
That's what
Anyway,
I'm trying to get at.
Brought
But-
to you by Scott.
Thank you. But, but when they say like XC bike down a pro line trail, like I mean,
Let's
Josh,
say downhill trail.
You've ridden your cross country. Well, you rode your hardtail on Crabapple, which is a pro line.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know.
So obviously, my answer would be the cross-country bike because unlike Paul, I'm not a weenie, and I would actually do that.
I'm not a weenie. Oh, damn you, Josh, and your put downs.
Paul's gonna not be able to sleep tonight. I can't believe Josh called me a weenie.
Weenie. I'd take the XC bike too. It's the bike, not the rider.
Ooh, got Paul.
Okay. Well,
I mean, it's the rider, not the bike.
I was gonna say, hold on a minute. That doesn't sound right.
Right.
Okay.
Scott McCune. I probably butchered that, just like I did Stephen Beaven. That makes me laugh.
Stephen Beaven.
Watch him be like, guys, that's actually how you say my name. I'd be like, Steven, you're my new best friend. All right, Scott. At a lift service bike park, would you rather ride a downhill bike with slick road tires or ride a road bike with beefy downhill tires? That is a good question.
Good question. For sure, it's going to be downhill bike with slick road tires.
I'm going to have to agree because the bike parks I've ridden are pretty manicured nicely. I don't know, like the whole thing with your tires on your car need to have those like lines and knobs and everything, but race car tires are completely bald.
Yeah.
Right?
It's called tread. Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Bam. What most low key put down of the evening. It's called tread, Sheyn, you idiot.
Yeah. So wait, Sheyn, you would go with the downhill bike?
Yeah, I totally would with like slicks.
I think about how miserable that would be. Like, think about berms. Like, you would have no traction in berms. You would have no traction on rocks. I would go with the road bike with beefy downhill tires.
But it didn't say that you'd also have to have drop handlebars, Josh.
I'm down to clown. I'm going to put those on my normal bike.
And it would be rigid as well.
Here comes his next YouTube video.
Paul, I do loathe road biking, but I know what a basic road bike looks like because I hit people in my car. Yeah, don't worry. All right, next one, Sheyn.
All right. Our friend Pokey, P0K3Y, said, would you rather get kicked in the gooch by a donkey or ride a 26-inch bike? Okay, Pokey.
Obviously easy. I would take the gooch punch from the donkey.
Take the gooch punch from the donkey.
It's the gooch.
What a stupid question.
Moving on, Mr. Bearded,
dum-dum.
Mr. Bearded MTBR.
Mr.
Would you rather
MTBR?
MTBR? Would you rather attempt to ride a unicycle clipped in, or try to ride a mountain bike forwards facing backwards?
I used to be able to do that.
Unicycle?
No, the other thing.
Clipped in?
I was about to be really impressed, Paul. I was like, 2014 Paul was a guy I'd want to know.
No, this is like 2003 Paul. No, look, you just have to like...
Oh, we're looking, Paul. It looks great.
You kind of get on...
Yep, on this audio podcast. Oh, man, we love it so much.
And then you get on your handlebars, and then you pedal like that.
Yeah, I could do that as a kid, but I would take the unicycle clipped in personally.
I'll take the bike backwards.
I'd like to learn how to ride the bike backwards. Why not?
Sounds like a video. Can't wait to see on the Crashing Dad YouTube channel next week. Link in the description.
Link in bio.
Paul, next one.
And then the final one, Matthew Taubman. Listen to Paul make excuses or ride a 26er.
That's a tough one because I really dislike Paul.
Fuck you.
I'm laughing way too hard at my own joke.
Oh, such a dad. Jesus.
All right. All of these would you rathers were brought to you this week by Stephen Beaven. Totally. Stephen Beaven, you are our new sponsor.
He's going to comment and just be like, I'm not going to listen to you guys anymore.
It's Bevan, you guys.
Wait a sec. We got to take like 2 minutes and give back to our community who gave us these great would you rathers. Like, can you guys think of any good would you rathers for mountain biking? I can think of a couple.
It's got to be like the grips, pedals for grips or grips for pedals. That's like the best one.
Well, here's one that I think would be good. Would you rather ride for an entire day? Ride top of the world in Whistler to the bottom, a 26-minute stage, without a saddle or in running shoes?
I mean, for me, I think there's an obvious answer there.
Yeah.
But we won't
Well-
say anything because it's for the listeners to decide.
Shane's pondering really hard.
That's a really hard one.
I mean,
Let us know
It's running
for each of our would you rather's. Make sure you leave a comment. Let us
Yep.
know the answer. So number 1 is mine, and is would you rather ride from top of the world to the bottom of Whistler without a saddle or in running shoes?
Okay, mine is
Number
would you
2.
Number 2? It's very fitting. Number 2, would you rather ride with your brakes the opposite way round, or would you rather ride with a seat on a rigid post that does not go down and it's up high? Very complicated to explain, but I think that's good. So brakes backwards or a seat that's up the whole time and you cannot move it down.
That does go right with pooping because that's right in your pooper. Good. All right, Shane, number 3.
Number 3.
This is literally what people were thinking after our last podcast. They're like, would you rather? Would you rather? I don't know.
No, looking around at things that are in my surroundings, trying to get inspiration.
Okay.
Take your time,
Would
Shane.
you-
It's not like this is on a time limit or anything.
Would you rather?
Would you rather or would you rather
Would you rather enduro race, full road bike, get it out on a road bike? You could even have your cyclocross bike with the knobby tires, or Ironman race
Oh my god.
in full like mountain bike gear on a mountain bike, 114 miles on a mountain
Ugh.
bike.
Oh my god.
Both sound so bad. That was good.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Okay.
Sorry, EWS 100 on the road bike, just for clarification. Josh's next YouTube video coming out soon.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. And that about wraps it up for everything. Now, please don't forget to leave that 5-star review on Apple. If you're listening on Spotify, hit follow. If you are watching on YouTube, go and tell a friend that you're watching on YouTube, and then they'll obviously think you're really cool. Oh my god, my first dad joke.
So
I'm
cool.
not even a father. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment. The would you rather things, that was great. If you forgot what they were, you can actually wind back and listen again. It's the magic of modern media. And yeah, thank you very much for listening. How do we round this off, guys? I can't remember.
I don't remember either.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Bye.
That's it.